Hi, this is Claudia Sparks. Welcome to my leadership presentation on Lisa McKinney. She's the director of the Hall County Library System. Many thanks to Lisa McKinney for allowing me to sit with her and ask her personal and professional questions. She said I was welcome to use all the information in my essay and my presentation. Miss McKinney was raised in Summerville, Georgia, which is in the northwest part of the state, below Chattanooga and above Rome. It is known for beautiful parks, festivals, and folk art. It's in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it is very small with only about 5,000 people. If you look at the bottom, that star is Valdosta. So that Summerville is at the top northwest, and Valdosta is in the middle, in the very south. This is the Chattooga Public Library. This is where Miss McKinney spent most of her youth. She told me that her mother loved to read, and so they spent a lot of time here. This encouraged Miss McKinney's love of reading and love of libraries. When she became a teenager, she actually spent a lot of time volunteering here. After high school, Miss McKinney attended Piedmont College in Demorest, Georgia. She majored in English, history, and minored in drama. And I thought that was such a funny thing because she had just gotten done telling me how shy she was in middle school. And she just changed things around when she went into high school. And we all know that public speaking is a crucial skill, especially for a director. So I think it's pretty strong. She just overcame all that. And I definitely wouldn't call her shy now. When Miss McKinney graduated from Piedmont, she went back to that same library that she used to volunteer at in Chattooga County, and they offered her the manager position. She actually stayed being the manager for 4.5 years before she decided to go to library school, and she applied to Alabama, and she went there, and she was done in a year. When she was done, she got 3 job offers, and each of them had their pros and cons. But she eventually picked one. Miss McKinney ended up taking a job in Americus, Georgia. She got to wear many hats there. She worked in youth services and outreach and cataloging, where she learned all sorts of different skills to help her in her job today. Youth services, she could be silly. She did story time in front of several people. She was also doing outreach, which you have to be gregarious. And cataloging is all about being detail-oriented. It was a high poverty rate there, and so she worked with a lot of programs such as the food bank program and helping the kids there. She ended up making twice her salary, which was pretty good, and with the low cost of living, she paid off all of her student loans very fast, which is very hopeful. Miss McKinney then went to Cartersville after working in Americus. She didn't stay there long, but she said she did learn a lot about being a director while she was the assistant director there, and she took the Pinnacle course. She says any emerging librarian that wants a career should try to take it because you can make lots of connections and learn a lot. She also said as you get higher up, being assistant director or director, there are professional boundaries, and that it's good to know that before you go in, and it's hard to maintain the boundaries sometimes. After Miss McKinney was in Cartersville, she moved to the Hall County Library System, where she was an assistant director with 2 other people. At that time, Adrienne Mixon changed some positions around and she became the only assistant director. She said she learned so much underneath him. And he got the renovation underway a little bit. He asked for SPLOST and that money, and she kind of finished it up. But she said it was such a rewarding experience to go through that process. What are some of the leadership qualities that are beneficial? Having a vision, good communicating, motivated, assertive, agreeable, all of these are good things. And I believe Miss McKinney has all of those, along with conflict resolution, managing people. All of these are hard things, and you can learn them over time, but some of them you're just born with. I asked her the hardest part of her job, and she said, making these big decisions. She said she became more confident in making the decisions, but they were never easy, and it was always hard, and firing people is never fun, but it's just part of the job.
I'm not positive.
When I was thinking about Miss McKinney's leadership style, I thought about how she has these visions for big projects such as renovations. We have another library that's in the works. Our computer systems are always changing. We're getting new programs, lots of continuing education. And she's laissez-faire because what she told me was hire good people and you don't have to worry. Give these people the tools that they need and the growth opportunities, and they'll do great. They will make the right decisions. Something that we talked about in class, but not enough is, ethics. And I think that you have to have a strong ethical presence to be a good leader and to prosper. And I think she has all of those qualities. Who are the followers? Of course, the staff, and you have to be a good leader to make them want to follow you and make people want to do what you want them to do. The commissioners or the board, it's a system of checks and balances, but the commissioners are following her. They're trusting her to make the right decisions about certain things, along with the friends that do the volunteer work and help with the book sales and help our library in extra ways. She has a lot of people watching her and trying to do what she has envisioned for all of us to do, to work together and make it happen. The environment that we work in is a 5-branch system in Northeast Georgia. It's about an hour outside of Atlanta. And the Hall County Library System employs about 50 employees. When I asked Miss McKinney about the environment and the people in it, she said she is happy for the small victories that she has accomplished and for the support that she receives. She is always pleasant and personable. She's kind and she's a good director. And I'm glad that I get to work underneath her.